Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good afternoon once again. On behalf of entire Mastec Managed Services team, we'd like to welcome you all to this 25B Oracle Recruiting Cloud and HR Update Advisory webinar session. This important session is to keep you fully synchronized with the new features and functionalities as a part of this quarter release which Oracle provides. My name is Hardik Patel. I am an operations manager here at Mastec Managed Services team. Today, I'm your host for this session, and I'm glad to introduce my colleague, Rusty Gosalia, who's part of our vast HCM team. Today, she'll take us through all the Oracle Recruiting Cloud updates for 25B quarter release. Today's session is planned for around 45 to 50 minutes, and we'll also make sure that we also leave some time to answer any questions you may have. We also have panelists, Chev and Lobo, available with us from our vast HCM team to answer any questions you use chat or question panel from the go-to window to ask any questions if you may have. Before we go to the agenda, let's have a quickly look at the important disclaimer. We would like to convey your approach towards Oracle updates in a very simpler method. We'll be taking you through vital analysis for the 25B updates done by our experts, which will help you incorporating new features and updates easily into your system. We'll also sync you on any bugs or known issues if there are any. As we mentioned earlier, it's good to have an interactive session, so please do ask questions through chat or question list available, Chev and Lobo. This is to give you a glimpse on how we have crafted of this session. So first thing what you see is list of new features coming into 25B, and second is list detailing brief understanding on what new features are all about. And next one is there are four business benefits and important takeaway for US decision maker. And there are four components where we have done in-depth analysis for the features which we're going to present to you today. The first one is going to be business impact level analysis, which demonstrate the impact on end user. If it's a low impact, then resistance testing can be avoided. If it's high, then we need to offer resistance testing. Second one, which is we all are aware that there are some features which are by default auto-enabled by Oracle, and there's some which we need to opt for. And third one highlights the nature of the feature. There would be certain configurations which may be required, and some can be used without any changes at all. And last one, which is the quick win. This term we use to simply at what is ready to use by investing minimum amount of time and what requires significant amount of time and efforts to make use of this feature. With this, I'll be handing over to my colleague and she'll be taking. Can you please unmute yourself, Trusty, and stage is all yours. Thank you.
Thank you, Hardik, for the introduction. Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. My name is Drashti Kosalia, and today I'll be walking you through 25B upgrades of Oracle Recruiting Cloud and HR Help Desk. Before we move on to the features, let's have a look at their analysis. For this quarter, there are a total of 41 new features for Oracle Recruiting Cloud and HR Help Desk, out of which 18 are defaults and 23 are opt-ins. We have further classified these into Redwood features, which are 16, and RUI features, which are 25, and AI features, which are 3. Mastech has further classified these features into 3 main categories. First is Quick Win Default with no configuration. As the name suggests, no separate configuration is required for this feature. Second is Quick Win Default with configuration. This feature requires minimum configuration. And the last one is Quick Win Opt-ins. These features are enabled in the environment based on the requirements of the business. Now, let's start with first category, which is Quick Win Default with no configuration. So our first feature is access to career site administration. This feature provides you with quick action for career site configuration page and does not require full access to setup and maintenance. This helps the admin to provide full setup access to non-admins without providing access to career site configuration pages. Our next feature is refresh candidate experience application flow. This will enhance the experience of the candidate by improving the look and feel of the career site page, which provides an engaging experience. Also, new components will be added to the career site pages to optimal the experience from all devices. Now let's look at the next feature, which is notification for candidates when SMS is blocked. As shown in the images here, the candidate will receive an error message if the phone number is blocked, which will give them an alternate to use email ID so that they do not miss out on any communication. Our next feature is validate email IDs or phone numbers for returning candidates. As we all know, security of data is very important. This feature provides an extra layer of security to returning candidates by verifying the phone numbers or email ID. These features will be applied to all the pages of that a candidate can access, like job requisition, talent pools, events, etc. Now, the next one is direct application with LinkedIn Apply Connect Enhancement. This feature will allow you to send other location information along with details while posting job requisition on LinkedIn. So the requisition will now be published with primary and other locations. This can only be enabled if you already have a LinkedIn integration enabled with ORC. Next is recruiting activity center enhancement. This is one this is one of the most requested feature. This will allow the recruiter to filter hiring activities in the recruiting activity center page based on many filters like requisition title, candidate, etc., which will help the recruiter speed the hiring process. Our next feature is requisition experience favorite job application. In this job application page, the recruiter team will be able to mark favorites to the candidate application. This benefits the recruiter to provide a quick access to the favorite job application to review, share, or take any other actions as per the requirements. Next is Redwood Experience Candidate Duplication Check. To reduce the number of duplicate candidate profiles, Oracle has added 3 new pages to the candidate duplication check feature, which will allow the reviewer to compare, verify, and the duplicate candidates. This helps the recruiter get optimum results. The which next is Redwood Experience mark organization field as required in job requisition. As organization field is one of the most important field in job application screening and offer creation process. Oracle has recommended to use Visual Builder Studio to make this field mandatory to ensure data consistency and seamless job application posting processes. Our next feature is Redwood Experience Quick Move through candidate selection process stages. As we all know, hiring is a very long process. This feature will help the user to move or reject job applications quickly through the candidate selection process stages. Using this action of move forward or reject directly from the slide card of the job application page will, without selecting the state, enhances the speed of the process. Let's see the next one. Redwood Experience rank job applications. This is one of the features that was most requested by the clients, as this will allow the users to provide ranking to the job applications. The card side card will display the ranking and the name of the person that is providing the ranking. This helps the recruiter get enough information on the candidates. Our next feature is candidate search filter in candidate search archiving. While reporting on candidate user recruiting real-time subject area, we can have new column filters like skills and assessments to include in our OTBI reports. This helps recruiter get more information and filter out candidates based on their requirements. Now let's have a look at HR help desk features. First is transfer notes are all posted as an internal note on the help desk request. This feature allows the agent to add a note while transferring the ticket, which is displayed as an internal note as shown here in the image. This benefit is used to track the reason of transfer and view the history of transfer by looking at the internal notes. Our next feature is generate wrap-up notes at the conclusion of a call or a chat. This feature helps generate a short summary of the chat or voice calls at the time of the wrap-up. This helps agent have a quick overview of the conversation. This also provides a future reference to any agents for the conversation. The next feature is easy resolve cases with the Resolve Smart Action. Using this upgrade, agent will now be able to resolve the tickets simply by using configurable resolution task and providing status and outcome. Also, a smart text enabler resolves summary can be provided for case closures. This gives you a quick insight on the ticket. Now we will be moving on to the second category, which is quick win default with configuration. We will begin with Oracle Recruiting Cloud features. The first feature for second category is candidate citizenship information for fast formulas. Now the user will be able to create fast formulas using legislation code, status, etc. The major benefit of this feature is you can perform automatic actions or prevent progression of job application based on this citizenship. Next is configuration content of calendar events for interviews with Teams and Zoom. Similar to Office 365 calendar events, we will now be able to customize the calendar invites for Zoom and Teams integration used for interview. This can only be enabled if we have Teams or Zoom integration enabled for Oracle Recruiting Cloud. Our next feature is Redwood Experience Job Application Filter Enhancement. This feature allows the user to filter through the job application using any flex fields created. This will give the user a better experience to find the best candidate based on the requirements and filter out any unwanted data. Now, we'll be moving to our last category, which is quick win opt-ins. Our next feature is Redwood Experience Job Application Profile option. As we have seen so far, there are many features for job application Redwood page. So, Oracle has provided a set of profile options mentioned on the screen. to enable the Redwood pages. This would help the user decide which areas should be responsive and which areas can be enabled in Redwood. Our next feature is Capture Candidate Citizenship Information. This feature allows the admin to capture citizenship details from candidate by adding a block in job application, talent community, etc. This feature also allows a candidate to enter multiple citizenships along with the status. Our next feature is Google Workshop integration for interviews. This feature would allow the admin to integrate Oracle Recruiting Cloud with Google Workspace. Once the integration is enabled, the user will be providing Google Meet links for interview scheduled by selecting web conference format options as shown on the image. Now, let's go to the next one, which is Capture Candidate Citizenship Information in HCM Data Loader. Once you enable the profile option mentioned on the screen, you will be able to update the citizenship information of external candidates, ex-employees, for external contingent workers, ex-contingent workers, and so on. The main benefit of this is you can update citizenship information without having to do manually through the user interface. Next feature is expiration date enhancement in job offer. This feature allows the admin to control if the candidate can accept their job offers letters even after the expiration of the offer letter or not. This lets the recruiter decide on making timely decisions and helping for a better workforce planning. The next one is Redwood Experience Copy Offer Batch Action. This feature can be enabled in the Redwood page, which will allow the user to create multiple job offers to the candidates in the same job requisition. This will help the user send multiple job offers directly to the approvers if the approval is configured. Hence, this increases the efficiency of the recruiter. Our next feature is Redwood Experience Job Application Matching Scores. As a recruiter, this will give you the power to view the scores generated by AI to match candidate education, experience, and skills to the requirements of the job requisition. This benefits the recruiter by making smart decisions through AI generated ratings and helps them in a more efficient hiring process. Our next feature is Redwood Experience Navigation Enhancement. This feature has enhanced the look of the hiring page by adding the tabs like requisition, message, activity centers, offers, candidate search, pools, campaigns, events at the bottom of the page as shown in the image. This provides the better view of the data and helps enhance the experience of the recruiter. Next is Redwood Experience, New Agency Contingent Express Recruiting Type. This provides you with an additional category for agency contingent hiring to classify them into more suitable possible ways. The category is on many areas like career site, candidate selection process, etc. This helps the recruiter create an entirely new candidate selection process by using these type of requisition and allowing the users to follow different steps. Next feature is Redwood Experience new and improved filters on candidate list page. Recruiter will now be able to search candidates with new and improved filters like citizenship, years of experience, and so on. This filter can be used on pages like candidate search, pool members, and event audiences. Now, let's move on to the next one, which is Redwood Experience, new fields and actions for contingent hiring. A new column named Agency Requisition State is added on the job requisition list page to help recruiter understand the status of agency contingent worker. Also, we could request additional information for the agency to understand the workers for this process using this process. Next is Redwood Experience reordering pre-screening questions. Now, the users will be able to reorder pre-screening questions at the Redwood job requisition creation and job requisition details page. This allows the user to more logically group the questions based on the requirements of the job requisition. Now, let's move on to the next feature. Redwood Experience Visual Indicator in Job Requisition Creation Flow. This helps the user understand how many sections are filled by providing a tick mark at the right of the section tile as shown here in the image. This feature is very useful when user saves the job requisition in draft and later returns to complete the process. Next feature is Redwood Experience Create an Event. Redwood page can now be enabled for the creation of new events. This greatly enhances the experience of the user and makes the information easily accessible for the user for optimum use. Next one is Redwood Experience Manage candidate communication using a centralized message hub. After this upgrade, the user will now be able to view all the communication exchanges with any candidates in any context by using Message Center. The main benefit of this is the user will do not need to navigate to each and every candidate to view the communication details. Our next feature is Redwood Experience Extend Offer and Resend Offer. This allows the recruiter to provide an expiration date to job offer letters while extending it to the candidates. By default, this value is set to system date plus 7 days, but a recruiter can update it as per the requirements. This helps the recruiter have a better understanding and streamlining their hiring process. Now, let's move on to the HR Help Desk feature, which is Reopen HR Help Desk Request. This is a good upgrade as it allows the user to reopen an old service request which is out without accessing the status field. This reduces the risk of the employee updating the wrong status of the request. Next feature is support for user sales organization with an effective sales help desk. We would now be able to integrate leads, opportunities, deals, and codes with the service request. The main benefit of this is to make it easy for the sales team to help on a particular issue and also help the agent have a quick access to this areas for better understanding of the issue. The next feature is generate resolution notes when resolving the help desk request. While resolving a ticket, an agent can use an AI assist tool to provide a summary for the resolution description, which provides an overview of the issue raised and also helps them understand the ticket for future references. Now let's move on to the next one. Improve agent efficiency using a button bar. New button bar is created for the agents to have a one-click easy access to all task links, assign me, create appointments, or compose an internal note. This will generally improve the agent efficiency and reduce resolution time for the agent. Next is improving agent efficiency with keyboard shortcuts. This is another one of the new features that helps the agent provide a efficient response using keyboard shortcuts as shown here in the below. These commands are based on both operating system used by the agent and the browser. The last feature of the day is utilizing the Slack communication channel across multiple application strips. Organizations who have both help desks and service centers are now able to use Slack channels to collaborate multiple application strips on the same instance. This helps them provide a single overview of all the cases. That's all from my end. Thanks everybody for listening. If now I'll hand it over to my colleague. Thank you.
Thank you for the wonderful insights. If you can, Shavin, if you can see if we have any.
No questions.
Okay, I'll be launching a poll, and if you can please help us giving us your feedback on how was today's session, it'd be great help. On the scale of 1 to 5, wherein 5 means poor, 5 means very good, and 1 means poor, it can help us improving. Meanwhile, you give us the feedback. We'd like to keep you posted, but we'll be sending you recording of this session along with the presentation PDF and test scripts. You just click out for an email from our marketing team, and with a single click, things will be available for you. So with this, I'll be closing the poll. And everyone, and these are the upcoming sessions for us. From our side, supply chain, workforce management, talent, and OLC and benefits, so you can pass details to your colleagues so that they can be part of these sessions. Thank you. And with this, we'd like to thank you everyone once again for your valuable time and the feedback. Thank you so much.